In this presentation, I'll be going over 5 strategies for building your Etsy brand. Your brand and aesthetic are going to be more important than you might think when it comes to selling your products on Etsy. Your brand is what attracts people to your Etsy shop in the first place, and your aesthetic and personal voice is what keep customers coming back. There are a number of ways that you can build your Etsy brand, and this guide is meant to provide you with a comprehensive list of simple strategies you can use to get started. So if you've been struggling with building an Etsy brand that sticks, you're not alone, and you've come to the right place. Let's jump right in. 1. Reflect on why you sell your items. Your product and pictures may be great, but ultimately customers are going to remember your Etsy shop and keep making purchases because of your brand identity. When building your brand identity, there are a few things you'll want to consider. For example, how does your specific story align with your brand identity? On platforms like Etsy, the genuineness and personal touch of your craft will be highly valued by customers. Sharing the story behind your products can help draw in new customers. This is because making such a unique purchase will make your customers feel special and perhaps like they're making a difference. 2. Know your competition. This might go without saying, but you need to understand who else is in the market. Positioning your brand isn't just about your product, it's about how your customers see it. It's about shaping what people think about the products you sell. Start by figuring out what your customers already think about similar products. What do they already have? What problems do they still need to solve? How can you make their lives better? Find ways to meet customers' needs that other sellers aren't addressing. This will make your Etsy brand stand out. 3. Be consistent and coherent with your brand messaging. The key to making your Etsy brand memorable is keeping your message simple and easy to understand. Don't try to appeal to everyone. Focus on one thing and make it stand out in a big way. Your brand message should also be consistent across all platforms. If your Etsy shop was a glamorous and bold aesthetic, for example, your emails, social media posts, flyers, and business cards should reflect that aesthetic too. 4. Know your customers. In business, as in life, there's nothing more important than the connections you make with others. By nurturing the relationships you have with your customers, you should be able to strengthen both your brand and your business. Understand your customers, their preferences, desires, and requirements, and find ways to fulfill them. Encourage your customer feedback on your Etsy page and social media platforms too. Remember, the most effective marketing often comes from satisfied customers spreading the word for you. 5. Be authentic. When building your Etsy brand, it's important that you're being your authentic self. Most of the time, customers will be able to see through made-up stories. This is why it's important to put time and effort into figuring out the reason why you're selling your products on Etsy in the first place. Be personable in the introduction and About Me section of your Etsy shop, and be friendly when answering customer questions and interacting with others. This will make people feel like they can truly trust your brand. So there you have it. Building your Etsy brand is going to take a little time and effort, but it'll be worth it in the end.